Welcome to the Division 2 Agent Briefing.
What's going on, my people? Squirrel Man's Game, we're back with this gaming. And we here on the Division 2, and we're talking about you already know what it is. The BTSU gloves. These bad boys are right there on my character. I even put the black tux outfit on once I got these gloves. I got them on the first day of release, so I've been using them for 2 days. 2 days now. And I wanted not to just put out a review on the first day because that doesn't really allow me to test it. But so I've taken the time out, test it, and then here is my review. So let's talk about these gloves. BTSU gloves. How'd you get them? You know, you want to know how you get them, and then we'll talk about how good are they. So you get them from the Camp White Oak mission, and you get it from the last boss, which is Galveston. It's not 100% drop chance, but when I did it, me and my 2 other teammates, we all got it, and it was on story mode. People have said they've done it on story mode 20 times already and haven't got it. Some people have done it on challenge and haven't got it. So that's something to note. Yeah. So what is it good for? You know, why would you want it? What are the perks? Is it good for your skill build? Now, that is something to talk about. This glove could either hinder you and you're getting no real boost out of it, or it could be amazing. So on my normal skill build, I would use this, which is the China Light Industries that gives you 10% explosion damage. I got skill power, and then I got Terminate, which gives me extra 35% skill damage for 15 seconds, and it refreshes. It doesn't even refresh on kills; it just refreshes on armor depletion. So each armor depleted refreshes. So you could use that. But what are these gloves, man? So it says here, Pop always told me, son, you're only as good as your tools you work with. So choose to work with organization with the best tools, Galveston. So that's a little backstory on why you got it from him. So the talents on here: elementary gadgetry, skills that apply status effects gain 50% status effect duration and 50% skill haste. I'll go through what skills that applies with. Whenever you apply a status effect, your gloves become infused with that effect for 60 seconds. While infused, you gain 10% skill damage, 10% healing and repair, and 10% skill duration. For each utility you have, I have 12, so that means it's 120% altogether. Applying the same status effect while infused does not refresh the infusion, so you have to have a new status effect that to refresh it. Then we have the last talent here: charge proxies. Whenever you throw a skill, 1.25 seconds after landing, it creates an explosion, applying the infused status effect to all enemies within 6 meters. Okay, so that's the gloves. But the main talent here, or the first talent should I talk about, applies at 50% stats fluctuation, 50% skill haste. So this does not apply to the jammer that is being removed. It only applies, I believe, to the torrent, because that does apply a bleed effect. To the artillery torrent, that applies a bleed effect. To the flame torrent, that applies a burn effect. Doesn't apply to any of the hives because they don't have any status effects that they apply. It applies to the fire starter chem launcher, it applies to the riot foam. It does not apply to the oxidizer. So yeah. So but it does apply to the riot foam. Firefly, the blinder, it applies to that. As you see, it's 9 seconds and my duration is 9 seconds. So yeah. Does not apply to any of the seeker mines apart from the air burst seeker mine, which applies a burn effect. As you see there, it tells you. Doesn't apply to any of the drones. None of the drones give any effects. So that's all of them. Obviously, it applies to the fragmentation grenade, which gives a bleed effect. Flashbang, which gives a flashbang effect, burn effect, and the riot foam. So all the specialization grenades, it all applies the elementary gadgetry applies to that. So what is the energy infusion? Whenever you apply the stat effect, your guns become infused with that. As I was saying before, all the special grenades, it would infuse a glove with whatever stats effect that is. As I told you before, it applies with the turret, the launcher turret, the flame turret, the firefly, blinded firefly, and the chem launchers, the fire starter, and the riot foam. So it increases the status effects, the healing repairs, and the skill duration. So how do you know when it's active? So if I put my turret down here, probably should increase the so you see in the bottom left where it looks like a little sperm. I'm gonna call it a sperm, whatever, a battery, charged in battery. That is the icon for the energy infusion. So it increases skill duration, it increases the repair, the healing, and all that. It also increases skill down, so it'll be 120%. And when you infuse, when I chuck that down, my seeker mine here, you see it has the explosion radius, and it tells you on the right what effect it's applying. You see the radius, 6 meters. It says it applies a bleed. You see it counting down, 3, 2, 1, and then it's gone. For demonstration purposes, I will put on harder targets. So just demonstrate here that it does apply to the chem launchers. Let's go with a 5-star. Did it? Didn't. So you see now it's infused. And then when I chuck my seeker mine, you see it says the fire status effect. So when I throw it next to the targets, there you go, 6 meters, and it's gone. So that is 5-star. I'll just show you the other ones. The riot foam. When the riot foam goes away, I'll show you. So it applies for all the ones that give a stats effect. You see that it says riot foam. There you go. Still again. So yeah, so every time my seeker mines on my turn comes back, well, it will apply the stats effect, and it lasts for 60 seconds. So yeah, if I chuck it on again, it'll land, do the radius, and it will be stunned. But whilst they're stunned, the thing about these gloves, while they're being stunned from the status effect or whatever you apply, charge proxies. Enemies affected by the infusion status effect takes 50% more damage from your skills. So you're getting 120%. And then you're also getting 50% more damage from your skills. So to quickly end this here, what is the best combinations? What would you want to run? I'd say for PvP, Blind of Firefly. And I don't even have good mods for this. That's the problem. I got a skill haste one here. I have a duration which puts up to 9.8 seconds, but then I don't get 9-second cooldown. And this is actually bugged the max targets, so it doesn't work right now. But I'm looking for some blind duration. I only got 14%, and that's not good enough. If I could get some more, then that would be lovely. So I would say definitely using the Blind of Firefly. You see it's only max of 3. Using the Blind of Firefly. Now they're infused. They got the status effects. See that? Just absolutely wipes them out. Yes, it is on easy. So let me show you on hardest difficulty. That's heroic. Now just throw that down. Absolutely destroys them. That be on a heroic difficulty. So it's pretty crazy. That's what I would use. You could either use the artillery torrent if you like to blow shit up, or the flame torrent. I've been using the flame torrent in the raid, and it's pretty cool. What I really want to do, in the raid, I want to see how skill builds will work in Razorback with all the drones. With that being said, that's gonna be another video. But I hope you found this video informative. And say you didn't have these gloves, I would say you could always use Chatlight Industries or anything like that has Terminate, which give you extra 35% skill damage when depleting enemies' armor. So that is still really good. And obviously, depending on what skills you're using, if you're using all offensive skills that have no status effects, these gloves are going to be useless. These gloves really make you have to double down on you using a status effect skill with a offensive skill that gives you the best bang for your buck. Other than that, if you're using 2 offensive skills like the sniper torrent or any torrent or a drone or whatever, Seeker Mines and a drone, you're better off using a glove with Terminate. With that being said, I hope you find this informative. I hope this in-depth look about the gloves. And if you've got any more questions or anything, how the gloves work, how'd you get them? I've heard people that apparently somebody got it from the invaded mission, or was invaded mission, but apparently they got it from invaded mission on heroic. So apparently you can get the gloves. I was looking for asked the guy for a screenshot. He didn't send it, so I don't believe him. But with that being said, Squirrelman's Game. I hope you found this video informative. And I have to say, these gloves, they look amazing though. Like, I mean, look at them. Look at them gloves, man. Alright, I'm out.